Whoa, that was extreme. Hey dudes, I'm Max at the Extreme Sports Training Facility in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, trying out a little parkour. It's a sport where you kind of make the world into your own obstacle course. You learn to jump on walls and over cars and through windows. It's totally rad. Check this out. No wall is too big. No way is impassable. You're strong enough. You're smart enough to conquer any obstacle that comes your way. All you need is your own skill and your own strength. Pretty cool, huh? For parkour. But life can be a bit more complicated. With the kind of obstacles you face in real life, you can't do it alone. You're going to need some help, and you're going to need some confidence. Confidence is living like you believe what God says is true. You can find out what God says by reading the Bible. In today's story, we'll hear about a man named Samson who was incredibly strong and who had someone even stronger on his side. Whoa! Hey, I wasn't ready. Ooh. Ooh.
The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one about God's love for us. And now for an amazing story inspired by the book of Judges, chapters 13 to 16.
There was a man named Manoah who lived in Israel during difficult times. The Philistines had been harassing God's people for decades, and Manoah and his wife were unable to have children. Then one day, an angel of the Lord appeared to Manoah's wife.
You will have a son. The hair on his head must never be cut. He will be set apart to God and take the lead in saving Israel from the Philistines.
Sure enough, months later, Manoah and his wife
had a baby. It's a boy.
He makes everything brighter, like the sun. So we'll call him Samson.
God blessed Samson as he grew. God's spirit began to work in his life, making him strong and powerful. One day, as Samson hiked along a road toward Philistine territory, a lion plunged toward him, ready to attack.
Get back, you beast!
The Spirit of the Lord came on Samson.
He rushed at the lion and wrestled it down, tearing it apart with his bare hands.
I'd be lying if I said that wasn't easy.
Another time, Samson punished the Philistines by capturing 300 foxes, tying flaming torches to their tails,
and letting them run loose through the Philistine fields and vineyards.
Hope you like your grapes en flambe, Philistines.
The Philistines became so angry with Samson, they set up camp to attack the Israelites.
Go away. We haven't done anything to you.
Samson has. We've come to take him prisoner.
Oh, sorry about that. We'll get him for you.
Samson's own people tied him up and took him to the Philistine camp.
There he is. Get him!
Once again, the Spirit of the Lord came down on Samson, and he burst free from the ropes. Then, grabbing the jawbone of a donkey,
He attacked, striking down 1,000 Philistines! By using a donkey's jawbone, I've made them look like donkeys.
Samson led the Israelites for 20 years and kept the Philistine armies at bay. He never once cut his hair. But though Samson was strong, he wasn't always wise, especially when he fell in love with a Philistine woman named Delilah.
Hey, Gil. Your hair's soft and shiny, like the wing of a raven.
Well, your hair's totally, like a really, really, really long, hairy hair rope.
The Philistine rulers saw Samson's crush as the perfect opportunity to trap him, so they cornered Delilah.
Make him tell you the secret of why he's so strong. Then we can get him.
But I love him.
We'll give you lots of silver.
Ooh, I'll do it.
Delilah waited for the perfect opportunity and batted her long eyelashes at Samson.
Tell me why you're so strong.
What?
How could someone, like, tie you up so you couldn't get away?
Tie me up with 7 new bowstrings. Then I'll be weak as any other man.
So Delilah told this to the Philistine rulers, and they brought her 7 new bowstrings. Later, while Samson was napping, she tied the heavy strings tightly around him.
Right over left, left over right.
When Samson was completely entangled, Delilah pretended to panic.
Samson, the Philistines are attacking you.
What? Where?
Leaping up, Samson flexed. The thick strings snapped instantly.
You made me look foolish. You told me a lie. Come on, you can tell me the truth.
Okay, tie me up with new ropes.
So Delilah and the Philistines tried again.
Samson, the Philistines are attacking you.
When Samson busted free again, they tried once more.
Weave my hair into the cloth on a loom.
Delilah tried that too.
Samson, the Philistines are attacking you.
Nothing could trap Samson.
How can you say you love me when you won't tell me your secret? Please? Come on, just say it. Pretty please? You're so mean. You don't love me.
Fine, okay, just stop whining. My hair has never been cut since I'm set apart for God. If you shave my head, I won't be strong anymore.
Oh, you do love me.
As soon as Samson was sleeping, Delilah called someone in to shave off all of his hair.
Samson, the Philistines are attacking you.
What? Where?
The Philistines grabbed Samson. This time, he couldn't escape. He had been so careless he thought he could get out of any trouble on his own, but now his strength was gone.
No!
The Philistines tied Samson with heavy bronze chains and poked out his eyes.
That's the last time this rabble-rouser causes any trouble.
Sometime later, 3,000 Philistines gathered at the temple of their false god to celebrate. They brought in Samson to mock him.
Hey, put on a show for us, strong man.
What they didn't realize, Samson's hair had begun to grow back.
Let me lean against the pillars.
Samson's jailers led him to stand near the heavy pillars that held up the entire temple. And at last, Samson remembered the true source of his strength.
God, show me that you still have concern for me. Please make me strong. Just one more time.
Samson searched out with his left hand and found a pillar. Then he searched out with his right hand and found another.
Let me die together with the Philistines!
Then he shoved with all his might. The pillars toppled, the temple caved in all around. Samson and the Philistines were crushed underneath the rubble. Though Samson died that day, at the very end he turned to God for strength to save God's people.
Samson was very strong, and he led Israel for 20 years. But where did Samson's strength come from? It wasn't really his hair. His strength came from God. Let me remind you just how strong God is. God once caused the Red Sea to split in half so that people can walk on dry land through it. He made water come out of a rock. God made the sun stand still. He took a man up in heaven in a flaming chariot. He brought his only son back from the dead. Oh, and God created the universe and everything in it, including me and you and everyone in the room with you right now. Who's the strongest person you can think of right now? Is it a wrestler? A bodybuilder? A famous movie star? God is way stronger than that person. God is stronger than anyone. And God made you, so He is the source of your strength. He's the one you turn to when you have obstacles to face in your life. Whether you have problems at school, problems in your family, or any problem at all, God can help you face it head on. The one thing to give you confidence today is this. God is stronger than anyone. And you can trust him no matter what. So look out, obstacles, here I come. Oh! Oh, need more training. Oh. I'm okay. Oh, oh.